In this video, we'll cover how to look out for your health and safety as they relate to your day-to-day housing and transportation. By the end of this video, you should know how to assess the safety and security of your housing, know fire safety guidelines and what safety measures to look for in your housing, and know how to assess transportation safety. Housing options. Students live and study abroad in a variety of housing options, with or without roommates. These include homestays, dormitories, private apartments, hotels, and hostels. Most University of Maryland study abroad programs provide housing for students, but students may also participate in programs where they are required to or have the option to arrange their own housing, such as exchange programs, internships, and some provider programs. In this module, we will explore how you can prioritize safety as you choose your housing. Safe housing helps to protect your mental and physical well-being. You will spend a significant amount of time in your home abroad, so it is vitally important that it be an environment in which you and your property can stay healthy and secure. You should be able to move around your home and its environs, the surrounding neighborhood, streets, the building hallways, and stairways without fear. You should see evidence of fire safety, such as smoke and/or carbon dioxide detectors in hallways, lighted exit signs, fire escapes, and fire evacuation plans posted in public areas. It should be safe to access building amenities such as laundry rooms or storage facilities. It should also offer ready access or proximity to healthy food, water, and exercise, things you need to maintain your well-being. Study abroad places you in unfamiliar environments, and the comfort that comes from having a safe place to call home cannot be underestimated. Safe housing can help you to focus on learning rather than stress out about an unstable or unreliable housing situation. Here are examples of the types of questions that are important to consider in your housing decisions. Please refer to our Health and Safety Resources webpage for a more comprehensive list of questions to consider. Consider the local context for housing styles in your chosen country and/or community. Standards can vary greatly across the world. Important questions can include, what is realistic for where you are going? What are common or standard housing features in your host location? How will this be different from your home in the U.S.? These differences should be considered in your choice. Think about your personal priorities. You may need to adjust your expectations to adapt to the local context. If your current priorities for housing prove to be unrealistic for where you are going, how will you adjust? Where can you compromise? Keep in mind that you will rarely find housing that fulfills your entire wish list. Appreciate the differences between being uncomfortable and being unsafe. Feeling uncomfortable is normal, especially if you are stepping outside of your comfort zone by living with a host family, other international students, or completely alone for the first time. Everyone has a different tolerance for new experiences, but be sure to notice the difference between feeling uncomfortable and feeling unsafe. If at any point you feel your housing situation compromises your health and safety, you should immediately reach out to your primary contact for your international experience and consider alternative options. Arizona State University provides an excellent toolkit to help identify housing priorities and evaluate a housing option for safety. Both are linked in our Health and Safety Resources webpage. Examples of questions to consider include, does the housing accommodate any specific physical or accessibility needs that you or your visitors might have? What is the physical condition of the building? For example, look for safety rails on stairways, integrity of the walls, and safe electrical outlets. Are there security guards or cameras? Do the doors to your living area have functioning locks? Can windows be locked from the inside? If it's an apartment, is there a gatekeeping function in place, such as locking external doors, front desk staff, or key or card access that is limited to residents? Are there at least 2 different options for exiting your immediate living areas? in the event that elevators are not a viable option. University of Maryland's Fire Marshal also provides great fire safety tips on everything from cooking to electricity to escape plans. You can access these tips on our health and safety resource page as well. Finally, we encourage you to visit the Jasmine Jahanshahi Fire Safety Foundation's website. Jasmine was a student who studied abroad in France and tragically died in a fire. This foundation, started by her family and friends, works to help study abroad students be aware of fire safety and understand the important steps they can take to protect themselves. Visit the website linked from our resource page for more about Jasmine's experience, information on how to purchase fire safety equipment like smoke detectors, advice from fire safety professionals, and more. Transportation and road safety. Why do we have a module on road safety for study abroad students? It may not be something students think about when planning for their time abroad, but it definitely should be. Traffic accidents are the leading cause of death for Americans abroad, and that is particularly true among college students. According to the Association of Safe International Road Travel, also known as ASIRT, 85% of fatal crashes occur in industrialized countries and not in developing countries. Transportation cultures differ across the globe, and travelers' vulnerabilities stem from a lack of familiarity with local traffic laws, road conditions, culture, and knowledge about safe transportation options. The University of Maryland therefore strongly discourages all study abroad students from driving any kind of motorized vehicle while abroad. You should not be required to drive a motorized vehicle as part of your academic program, and you should avoid doing so on your personal time. Use your local program staff as a resource to help you choose the safest forms of transportation. For example, they will be able to tell you if local transit is a safe option and whether taxis or rideshare companies are reliable. Hotels are also a good source of information. The Safer Tourism Foundation, a United Kingdom-based organization, also has great tips for choosing safe transportation. ASIRT offers important tips on how you can minimize risks to your road safety. Among them, research the road culture in all of your destinations. Always select the safest form of transportation available to you. Avoid late-night road travel in countries with poor safety records and/or mountainous terrain. Understand how seasonal hazards affect road conditions. And know the dates of local holidays when road accident rates rise. Pedestrians should be careful to take notice of traffic patterns, which may be very different from those in the US. Be especially alert at intersections and avoid listening to music or other media on headphones while walking. Do not text while walking or crossing streets. Wear reflective clothing if jogging at dusk or dawn, especially in locales where jogging may be uncommon. Avoid walking where pedestrians cannot easily be seen. Remember that most road fatalities are pedestrians. And avoid hitchhiking. Suggestions for passengers include: do not ride with a driver who appears intoxicated, irrational, or overtired. Always ride in the back seat of a taxi cab. And wear seat belts whenever possible. Again, the University of Maryland strongly discourages you from driving any motorized vehicle while abroad. These include cars, mopeds, motorcycles, and motorized scooters. In countries where the road and transportation systems are still in development, there may be additional risks to consider, such as unsafe public transportation conditions, taxis in poor condition, or drivers who are unlicensed. It may be common for major and local roads to have deep, wide, and frequently occurring potholes. There may not be clearly defined lanes for traffic, making it difficult for pedestrians to cross safely. Sidewalks may or may not be lit or exist at all. Be careful to avoid public transportation that consists of overcrowded, overweight, and top-heavy minivans or buses. Avoid taxis that may be in poor condition. They may have exterior damage, for example, or non-working head or tail lights. Avoid motorcycles or motorcycle taxis. This list is by no means exhaustive. In these cases, follow the advice of the on-site staff, program provider, travel agent, or other responsible party administering your study abroad program. They can teach you how to minimize your risk when selecting various modes of transportation. Additional resources are shared on our resource page, including the U.S. Department of State's Driving and Road Safety Abroad website and the World Health Organization's Global Status Report on Road Safety. You have now learned about how to care for your physical safety and minimize risk as you navigate the locations in which you will be working, living, and socializing. Great job taking another step on your study abroad prep journey.